Today I'll be going over lecture notes for Tuesday, September 1st for my 7th period IM1 class. Some of this is review material that we talked about already in these past 2 weeks, but some of it might be new and you might want to take notes because we do have a test coming up. This is one way to show the relationship between two sets of numbers. And we call this a relation. And I'm going to skip that first question. Is this a function? Let's go to the next question. What's the y-intercept? What's the x-intercept? So remember that the domain, those are our x values. The ranges are y values. And from the previous lecture, I asked you to look for patterns. The y-intercept always has a 0 for x, right? It starts with a 0. So our y-intercept is 0, -1. Our x-intercept always has 0 as the second coordinate. So our x-intercept is 6, 0. Is this a function? Well, let's go back and look at our definition of function again. A function assigns an x value to exactly one y value. So this is not a function. How do I know? 6. 6 is getting assigned to two values, which makes this not a function. If you would like, you could graph these points and you could look at the vertical line test. You would see that there's a vertical line that goes from 6, 0 to 6, 4, not a function. So how could I change this to make it into a function? What arrows would I need to add or delete? In this case, I need to delete one of those two arrows because I have two things being assigned with 6. So I decided I was going to delete the bottom arrow. Now, is that a problem that we have 4 out here by itself? No, it's fine. This is a function. Let's look at a table example. So we can also list points like this. Every line, every row in the table is an ordered pair. Right, so this is the point 0, 0. Is this a function? The answer is no. Right, again, I have x equal to 1, and it's being assigned to both -1 and +1. So that's not a function. My y-intercept, again, I'm looking for one where x is equal to 0. The y-intercept is 0, 0. The x-intercept is 0, 0. So what do I need to change to make this a function? Well, I need to only assign x's to one number. So if I got rid of anything that maps to a negative number, if I could get rid of those 2 points, then I would have a function. Sometimes we're given a set of ordered pairs. Is this a function? So I need to look, do I have any x values that are being mapped to more than one y value? Well, if I look at all my x values, I don't see any duplicates at all. So let's skip down a little bit. What's the domain? The domain is the set all my x's, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. That's my domain. X is in that set. And there's no repeats, right? No x is getting assigned to more than one y. So this is a function. Yes. And what's the range? Well, again, range goes with y. So I make a set of all my y values. -7, -5, -3, -1, 1, 3, 5. So what point or points do I need to add to make this not a function? Well, if I take any x value I already have, let's take 3, right, and assign any x value to something other than 5. Let's pick 7. Now this is not a function. Right? It works for anything. If I add a point -2, 10, right? All of these make it not a function because now I've got two x values, right? Well, the same x value, sorry, listed twice because I'm assigning it to two different y values. Is this a function? No. For a graph, we can look at our vertical line test. That's supposed to be a straight up and down line, right? Any straight up and down line that I draw, if I can hit this function, if I can hit the graph, if I can hit it more than once, if I hit it no times, that doesn't matter. But if I can hit it more than once, it's not a function. So this is not a function. Sometimes we're given an equation. Is this a function? All right, so again, for any x that I put in here, can I get more than one y? So try a few out. If I put x equal to 0, I get 3 times 0 is 0, minus 2 is -2. Let's try 1. 1 times 3 is 3, minus 2 is 1. Let's try 10. 3 times 10 is 30, minus 2, 28. Any number I put in here for x, I'm going to get only one answer for y. This is a function. It turns out that this is an equation for a line. And the domain is all real numbers, all x's. Sorry, all x. The range is all y. My y-intercept, again, y-intercepts have a 0 for the x coordinate, so if I put 0 in for x, I find my y-intercept. Or, if you remember, right, y equals mx plus b, this last part is also my y-intercept.